Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the quickest live broadcast you're ever going to see from Michael Fazio and
It's me
in the Philippines, baby. So first I have to minimize this window and this, and then move it a little bit over to the left and to the right. And then I'm going to read something to you. Okay, all right, give me a moment. I have to, just one moment. Okay. And, okay, I need to move the whole computer. I'm going to just check to make sure. So, there it is. Okay, so here we are. Okay, Daisy and I will be live streaming on a regular basis, and you will be able to watch them live only. And immediately afterwards, the videos will become private, and you will only be able to view them on our Patreon account. The reason for this has been stated in other videos. However, I thought dragging is off, honey. 1 minute. I have a bad Dragon Naturally Speaking program. No, it's working. Okay, so the reason for this has been stated in other videos that are now private. And this would, however, this video will remain public. But simply put, we don't have time to respond to sometimes 1,000 comments and some questions in a month. So if you want your questions answered in regards to construction techniques or places to rent in the Philippines and or any other information I can provide for you about the Philippines, about construction techniques, about repairing heavy equipment, about repairing inboard, outboard stern drives and units and things of that nature, you will have to become a Patreon member. The memberships start at $3, where at that point you can only watch videos. For $3, you get to watch all our new uploads and our live streams when we're building something or working, setting up the forms for the pylons and columns. At $5, you get to ask some basic questions. And then all of this information is on the Patreon account that is that I am providing you a link for. Now, I had a clown last week. This is why I choose to basically end my YouTube career. That some people have said that's what it's going to be. Well, then so be it. I've spent 7 years providing you with entertainment. Well, let's talk about the clown. There was a clown last week who has asked me, and I reviewed this in my comments section, more than 300 comments. I have wasted my time reading his comments, and if I posted the 300 comments, there were 300 positive comments. You're the best. You make the best videos on YouTube. You have such a unique sense of humor. This guy never left me a negative comment until he saw in my live stream last week that and of those 300 comments in the last 5 years, he has asked me about 75 to 85 questions. I just skimmed through them, okay? And probably 75% of those questions I've answered. So I've spent 20 hours answering questions for this clown, okay? So when he saw on live stream last week that if I have questions or comments on my video page that need to be responded to, and I'm not going to respond to them unless people become a Patreon member at $5 or more. He left a comment, which was deleted, but he left a comment saying that my video content is not as good as other people's video content, and that if I think my content is worth $5 to answer questions, he doesn't think that the content is worth anything, because there are people better than me in the Philippines or on YouTube, not decipherable what he meant because the man's a moron, and that he no longer has any respect for me at all, and any good that he ever saw in me has now disappeared. And for that, you get to be number one. Okay? So you know who you are, and there's your response to you telling us that any good you ever saw in me has disappeared. Thank you for that. You just saved us hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours not responding to a lowbrow clown like you. Okay, so we're moving past that. We're going to question statement number 4. I have reviewed 40,000 plus comments and answered any intelligent questions and or comments over the last 7 years. I have spent thousands and thousands of my hours of my time responding to comments. If a clown on YouTube who had exactly 5 subscribers, and including me, 5 subscribers. So he had 4 subscribers. He had me, his mother, himself, and 2 probably fake accounts because you couldn't see what was on his page. That is all going to change. There's not going to be any more responses. Even if when we are live streaming, which we're going to do live streaming, we're going to go out and build a high voltage, high amperage cable that I can use for either welding or charging 2 double D cell batteries, because the alternator took a dump on us, and I brought the alternator to a repair shop, and they couldn't repair it. So I have to find another repair shop. So I have to work on getting the alternator fixed. So in the meantime, I'm going to use my 250 amp BuzzBox welder on a low amperage setting, say 30 amps, and put those 30 amps into my 2D batteries, which are not the D8s, they're D6 batteries, which the batteries can take that kind of charge for 2 or 3 minutes, and they will shunt out the high amperage to the starter, which maybe some of you understand and maybe not. If you were to put that much amperage to the starter, you'd blow it. But being that the batteries are going to act like a shunt, not a fuse, a shunt, then the cables won't put too much amperage to the starter. But either way, that is my new policy. So I hope you guys enjoy it. This video is pretty innocuous, except for calling somebody a clown, a lowbrow clown, with 4 subscribers. And he is going to dictate terms and policies on Michael Fazio's account. I don't think so, buddy. I just don't think so. So, you people, we'll see you over on Patreon. If you have questions about where to live, how it is living here, I will look for hotel rooms for you, which I have access to speak with the hotel owners at certain tier levels. There are boat trips involved if on other tier levels. You can go to the site, read the tier levels and what you receive in exchange for donated monies. I'm not asking for money. For my pledges, you get something back in return, which are my videos, my information, my knowledge, and or my expertise on living in the Philippines. Or not expertise in living in the Philippines, but at least you will get an honest answer, which is more than I can say for some of the other bloggers. So at that, we're going outside to build that cable. That might even be live streamed. Daisy, you want to say anything? But let's give that clown, the lowbrow clown, a very good number one. This is a very good number one. There's 3 number ones, which makes it very good. Go find another sandbox to play in, people on YouTube. And if you think my policies are going to change, those of you who know me, you know my resolve. Not going to change. And I don't care. I don't care one bit. I will have more time to spend doing my personal projects. And with that, this is Michael Fazio.
And this is me.
In the Philippines, baby. I'm Ping Permy from Rabbi Jew Barker in the Philippines, baby. Oy vey and shalom.
That's right.